Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm sure you can tell by now
Sorry, I can't search for videos on Apple Watch.
I'm sure you can tell by now I switched the title. I switched my channel name. I was previously going by Mom Switch to Keto, and I did that for about a year. And I changed it, I think last month, to Adia's Fitness Journey because I'm no longer keto. I want to do this video to clear up a couple things and then let you guys know what my new fitness adventure is. So I did keto for a full year. If you watched my last video, I gave a pretty good rundown of what I did within that year. I was pretty strict keto. I stayed away from alcohol for the majority of that full year. I stayed away from sugar. I had very low carbs, and I also did a lot of intermittent fasting along with the snake diet, which is just a combination of water fasting and dry fasting. I did that for a full year. I didn't really get too much into the fasting until the last 5 or 4 months of the year of doing keto. And I saw some really great results. The first 3 months of keto, I dropped maybe 10 to 15 pounds. And then within the next 4 or 5 months in the middle of keto, I dropped maybe another 10 pounds. But at the same time, I was putting on muscle because I was working out, starting to lift weights, and starting a cardio routine HIIT. I did a lot of different weight workouts. So while I was losing body fat, I was also gaining muscle. So I didn't see that much of a change on the scale. And then I had got into my head, and I really wanted to get into this lean category. I went into a bod pod. And if you watch my other videos, I have a couple of them explaining what a bod pod is, telling you the results of my bod pod, trying to get into the lean category, which is 22% body fat and below. Well, that's what really triggered me doing a lot of fasting, because I figured if I can get the body fat off, then I would get into the lean category. Well, doing excessive amounts of fasting and led me to also decrease my calories. And I don't think I did it on purpose, like purposely trying to just eat next to nothing. But if you're doing a really strict fasting regimen, which I was doing, initially I was doing an hour. So I would only, 1 meal a day. So I would only eat 1 meal every day. I could not eat more than 1,300 calories. Maybe if I pushed it, 1,400 calories in that meal, if I would give myself a full hour. And so eating enough for the workouts that I was doing was not happening. I was holding on to fat. My body was holding on to fat for dear life. And it was really a struggle doing 1 meal a day to lose anything. So then I kicked it up a notch, and I started doing more snake dieting. So dry fasting. I would dry fast for 2 or 3 days at a time. And at that point, I would see the weight fall off. Now, I say weight because I don't know. Well, I do know. I have some of the numbers, but some of the weight that I was losing was muscle. A lot more fat than muscle because I had a lot of fat, but I was still losing muscle at that time. So anyway, I got closer to my the end of my first year of keto and workouts and just fitness, my whole fitness journey. And I really, really wanted to hit that lean category. So I stepped it up a notch in February. I got down to the lowest weight I've ever been, which is 137 pounds. I'm 5'8", so I was very, very thin. My waist was, I think, 25 inches. So I was really, really small. I'd never seen myself that small. Maybe other people have, I don't know. But for me, I was tiny in my own eyes. I went and stepped into the bod pod thinking for sure I'm 137 pounds. For sure I'm going to get lean category. Nope, I didn't get it. And at that moment, I didn't feel sad. I didn't feel mad. I didn't regret anything. But something clicked. And the thing that clicked was Adia. You need muscle, girl. You need muscle. Losing all this fat and losing all this weight is great. You feel better. You fit clothes that you haven't fit in years. You have more energy. But at the end of the day, Your body's not going to look the way you want it to look, and you're not going to get in that lean category because you do not have enough muscle. And I think that was the biggest turning point. And I know from being keto for the full year that I didn't have the energy that I really needed in the gym to work out the way that I wanted to work out. And I don't know, I'm sure there's some people that are keto now that do have the energy, or that say they have no problem working out or lifting weights on the keto diet, but I did. And I know that because there were times where I would kick my workouts up a notch to really like push through in the gym, work out hard, lift heavy, do all kinds of things. And then the next day I would binge. I would be so hungry that I couldn't stay keto. Like it was almost, my body was like, nope, F keto. Like I need some calories. I need some carbs. I need some energy. So I would, what would I binge on? I would, chips, fruit, and the chips that I would eat, I would try and make myself feel better about them. I would eat those like vegetable chips, thinking like, okay, they're vegetables, they're sweet potato chips. It was just the grease. It was the carbs I was craving. I would eat, I would just eat more of everything. And I didn't have bread or rice or really go off the deep end, have a bunch of sugar and stuff. I just felt like I was so hungry. And I would grab whatever was closest to me. So if it was chips, whether it was fruit, whether it was there's like protein pasta or protein pancakes, stuff like that, I would just eat so much. So like I said, I would be doing one meal a day, or I'd be doing close to like 1,400 calories for a majority of the month. And then there would be days where I could not get enough to eat. And I knew that those times were when I was really pushing myself in the gym. And then I would feel bad, and then I would go, no wonder I'm not losing, no wonder I'm not where I want to be. So it was just a cycle, and it was towards the end, I have really strong discipline, and I really wanted to see those numbers that I wanted. So I fasted majority of the month of February to get to where I was at. So when I started in February, I think I was 157, and I got down to 137. So within a month, I dropped 20 pounds. And that was due to dry fasting. Like I would just go days and days without drinking water, without eating anything. And I could usually go up 3 days before I was super thirsty. And when you're dry fasting, you don't get that hungry. You just get so thirsty because you're really dehydrating your body. And I don't want to knock fasting. I think I did it wrong, but fasting has a place. It's very healing. My body, I never felt inflamed. I never felt pain. I felt like my body did heal. I feel like it healed my hormones, but the reason behind me fasting, I think, was not healthy. I wanted that lean category, and I was going to fast myself to get there. I think if you go into fasting wanting to heal your body, you have a totally different mentality behind it. And I think that going into it is much better. Doing it to heal your body, going into it that way is much better than trying to like lose body fat. So anyway, that just brings me to where I am today. And what I am currently doing is a fitness journey. I'm no longer keto. I went back to carbs. I had my 35th birthday, and I had a stack of pancakes. I hadn't eaten pancakes in a year. There were so many things that I ate within that week that I hadn't eaten in a year. So I had pancakes, I had syrup, I had alcohol, I had a cake, but I made it paleo. It was a paleo cake. It cost a lot of money, but it was worth it. It was really good. But I had so much food. So, I gained a lot of weight. And I know that the initial weight gain that I had after that week of my birthday was water, of course. But I did gain some fat too, because I just let loose. Everything I wanted, everything I thought of, I ate, and I did not hold back. And then I started feeling like, oh shoot, I should fast. Because if I fast, I'll get all this weight off, and I can figure out what I want to do. I had a wedding I was in a wedding to be in a wedding in the end of the month. So I was like, oh my gosh, why did I pick this, this time to do this? I should have waited till after the wedding. And my mentality was just totally screwed up. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. And then I started looking into like, diets, exercise, not losing weight, feeling restricted, and just all these different like keywords that were coming to my head. And I stumbled upon something called reverse dieting. I had never heard of this. I have dieted my entire life and have never heard of reverse dieting. And once I heard that word and heard, what it was and how people were going about it, I was hooked. So for a week straight, all I did was binge watch videos of reverse dieting. And I said, this is exactly what I need to do. So that's what I've been doing for the past almost 3 weeks. I've been reverse dieting. I don't count that first birthday week as reverse dieting. I call that like a week of just losing myself. So anyway, I want to start making some videos of my reverse diet journey, and I want to share with you guys everything that I've been doing. I've been logging everything. I weigh myself every single morning, just once a day. That was the other thing when I was fasting and doing all these restrictive things for my dieting. I was weighing myself 3 times a day sometimes. So anyway, with reverse dieting, I just wanted to keep a log of just my stats. So I keep a log of how much I weigh every single morning, how many calories I burn, and thanks to my Apple Watch, which I got on my birthday, it tracks all your calories, which is amazing. So I track how many calories I burn that day and how many calories I consume. And I use MyFitnessPal I have the app on my phone. I plug in what I eat throughout the day. And so I can see calories in, calories out, and my weight. And then I'm also tracking my macros, although I'm not really like super strict on trying to hit these numbers right now. I'm just tracking. And I want to show you guys what this journey looks like for me. So I'm going to make a video next week to show you guys. Actually, it'll be probably around the 17th because that'll be a full month of reverse dieting. And I want to show you guys where I started and where I'm at a month from starting. So you'll get to find out how much I weigh now. Did I put on weight? How much weight did I put on? Did I lose it after a few weeks? All of those good facts. So you'll have to stay tuned for my next video. But this video, I just wanted to give you guys a rundown of where I'm at and why I am where I am today. So anyway, thanks for your support. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, liking them, subscribing, and just encouraging me on Instagram. I hope that I put the same thing out there. I love encouraging people and showing people that, if you had any doubts in yourself and in your fitness journey, things can be done. You don't have to stay where you were at. You can always break through to your dreams and hit some goals that you've created for this year. So, all right, I will be posting a video, like I said, in the next 2 weeks to share with you guys my journey in this reverse dieting. All right, talk to you soon.